Shout out Sniper T on the beat.
Tamara to the break of dawn is on the rise, with life on the forefront of the mind. So line for line, you can ride this brain train and you can change your station without even touching the dial. So relax, stay a little bit, but listen for a while. And whether you're bumping this in the whip or in a business fit, it's a meeting you won't want to miss. A meeting for a meal to feed the soul with words for the mind. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Time to take off, it's time to fly. Cause Tamara till the break of dawn is on the rise.
Hey, y'all. It's me, Tamara. Oh, studio audience. Y'all always make it do what it do, baby. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the show. To all of my new listeners, new episodes drop every Thursday. So come on back through, you feel me? And for all of my day 1, 6, 83, 127, whatever week you came in and you just kept listening, thank you so much for your continued support. If you're not, you should totally follow me on social media. The link to that is in the episode notes. And if you are not, you should also subscribe to the YouTube channel. YouTube episodes upload earlier, typically 9 p.m. Central Standard Time-ish on Wednesdays, whereas the audio doesn't drop until 4 a.m. on Thursday morning, Central Standard Time. Yeah, so it has been a while since I hopped on the mic and I know I want to record because I'm trying to get a better, there will probably never come a time when I will hop on the mic. There will probably never be an episode unless I get somebody else to do my editing who edits out me messing up on my words, which I don't even think I would do that because that is literally just who I am as a person on, off the mic. It don't even matter. And you know what? If you get in my life in the ways I'm trying to grow, you know what I mean? You're going to get these messing up on my words. But as I was saying, it's been a while since I have hopped on the mic and didn't really have a specific topic that I wanted to talk about. But I'm definitely trying to get better rhythms with recording. So I'm trying to start recording, a little bit further away from the drop date. That way, maybe I can have it uploaded and scheduled before Wednesday night, you know what I'm saying? Because Monday through Thursday really be prime time for working with my clients. And so I could have long days during that time. And that's where we found that the episodes were dropping late for those few weeks. What a time to be alive, because never would I have ever thought that weeks in a row content would just be late, because I've always really, really prided myself on having episodes drop every week. And granted, it's not like we missed a week. You have got content every week. But it was just kind of crazy how that one week the episode didn't drop till Saturday. And I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. I have been slacking on the little teaser clips here and there. I don't know. I'm just at this point where I'm just my listeners are my listeners. This was never about me trying to become some world-renowned, worldwide known, famous podcaster. This has always been a therapeutic, creative outlet. I just love that there are actually people out there who definitely want to listen. And so with that, I promote, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just, I know what I can finally tell you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I have been, and okay, this is bothering me. I don't know why this piece of hair was really just in front of my glasses. Okay. But anyways, yeah, we could talk about that. Okay. So y'all, life changes are happening in my world. It is so crazy that my oldest daughter is pregnant. And so I'm going to be a grandma. Nana. Nana is actually the name that I chose because my mom is grandma to my kids. My grandma is granny to me. And I just wanted to have something really just separate from them. No shade to them, but I just didn't want to have to go off of what they already had. And then the way I look at it is Nana is something that, so then when my kids have kids, or I should say when my kids have kids and I'm like a great grandma, I could still just be Nana. So I feel like Nana is something that kind of just transcends generation after generation after generation. And so that was kind of my thought process. And like, yes, I really had to like decide what I want to be called. But yeah, it's so crazy. So I've been holding back on this for a few months because I have known since April 1st, which is so wild that we found out on that day. She was having symptoms and like missing work and sick and this, that, and the other. And then this one time though, and it was on April 1st, I was like, why aren't you going to work? And she was telling me why. And she said something about, and the food that you made, the smell made me nauseous. I was like, girl, because I was side-eyeing her the whole time, every time she would tell me why she wasn't going to work, because she had a really, really rough first trimester of her pregnancy. And so I was really like side-eyeing her, like, okay. And then finally I was like, girl, if you don't go take a pregnancy test, and it's just so crazy just how my heart instantly expanded to include the life of my grandson, because we did find out, we haven't done like the anatomy scan yet, but she did the genetic testing, so we know that it is a boy. And so she's due end of November. It's just been this crazy journey. Thank God her pregnancy has like calmed down, because it was like really, really rough in the beginning. And then it was just so crazy because like as a mom, I just really felt really, really helpless with like trying to help her. Like all I could do is try to offer comfort. All I could do is tell her to call her doctor or offer suggestions. But I also know that my pregnancies were really easy. Like went to work, worked up till the very end, basically, went on maternity leave. The snap back was real, you feel me? Dropped all that weight like super quick and not moved on with life, but I don't know. So like her having this just super rough pregnancy, it was hard to watch. Like I definitely shed tears over it. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that has been the thing that I have been alluding to, as there's so much been going on like with our family, because it's just like we're all super excited, right? But here's the thing. I couldn't tell my parents or like my siblings until she knew the gender. So like it's not just I was keeping it from y'all, even though I had to like ask her permission. I had actually had to ask her twice, because at first, of course, I knew not to ask her when my parents didn't even know, because if they happened to listen to the episode, like what? But then, like, after I told them, I was like, okay, so can I start talking about it on my show? Just because, again, this is about my life and the ways I'm trying to grow. So it's not even about me just talking about it for the sake of talking about it. But oftentimes, as with everything, it's about talking about it from the perspective of like how whatever is happening is affecting me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and sometimes physically, right? And so at first she said no, and I was just like, okay, and I respected it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's her baby and, you know, I'm Nana, but at the end of the day, it's like her baby, her whatever. So I was like, okay, I respected it. And then the other day I asked her again, because I'm just like, I would love to really be talking about just as things happen or whatever. And she was like, okay, yes. Because I was like, girl, it's not like I have thousands of listeners that listen to my show. You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't know who listens to the show. But yeah, so that is super, like, it's so crazy. Like, at her first appointment, we went to the 8-week appointment, me, her, and her boyfriend. And like, it's just so wild how much technology has advanced from when I had kids. Cause like my youngest is going to be 20 this year. So it's been a long time since I've been pregnant. So like at 8 weeks, it wasn't no vaginal vaginal ultrasounds where we could like see the baby at that point. heartbeat going, like you could see it moving around and whatever. Like it's been kind of crazy. And then at the last appointment, because I've gone to every appointment with her, and so has her boyfriend, we got to hear the heartbeat. So that was dope. At the next appointment is when we'll actually see the anatomy scan and like get to see the baby's face and all that. The baby is moving, y'all. Like, I've heard it said before that time moves fast when you're around somebody pregnant. And it's so crazy because I think when this drops, she might be 20 weeks at that point. She's somewhere close to that. And it's just really crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy how, like I said, I found out April 1st and it's already like about to be mid-July basically. And it's like, where did the time go? You know what I'm saying? But with that, it's super crazy because, of course, as I think about this, and then like this is a huge milestone in her life, right? And so then, of course, as I've thought about this, it just really, really makes me sad that like her dad will not be here to see his second grandson because his oldest daughter he'll be 2 this year. And so he technically already is a grandpa. And I mean, technically I am too, because I was married to his dad and the kids that I have like contact with, like I invite her and her boyfriend and son over when we have family stuff and all that. But it's just crazy because, this is such a huge milestone and it's just wild to think about how like, okay, graduations, this, that, and the other. All right, so I kind of went through that with the girls on my own or whatever because their dad was no longer living. But it's just crazy to think about. I'm like moving to the next level of whatever, like a whole nother generation is being added to my family. My legacy is expanding. Like these are the things that I think about. Like it is such an honor that I'm going to be a nana. You know what I'm saying? I pray for him every day, just like I now pray for my kids every day. And so it's just crazy because I'm doing that and like I'm doing that by myself. You know what I mean? Like even if I remarry and all that, that's dope, right? But it's still the whole fact of like their dad won't be here to experience that or whatever. Their dad won't be there. Like there's so many things going on right now. That's one of them that I've really been wondering, like, dang, I wonder like what he would say about this or what his thoughts would be about that or whatever. But obviously I can't, I won't know, you know what I mean? I know without a shadow of a doubt though that he always said and felt that I was a good mom. So it's not even about wanting like affirmation as a parent, although I'm not going to lie, like I do miss that at times, you know what I'm saying? And so like when other people say it who like they're not family, friends or whatever, say it for whatever reasons, like it actually really means a lot just because I don't really hear that as like I used to hear that from their dad like all the time. And so it's not me saying like I wonder if he'd think I'm doing a good job raising them or whatever. It's more so there are just like some interesting things going on in their lives. I mean, obviously, Kayliana becoming a mom is like a huge thing, but there's other things going on. I mean, even in Janae's life, and so I can only guess what he would say in certain things. I would say that I knew him pretty well because we were friends before anything, and I knew him like for a long time. But at the same time, I can only guess. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it made Father's Day this year and even his death anniversary even that much more like just bittersweet, probably heavier on the bitter side than the sweet side this year for sure. And I don't know, bittersweet is such an interesting word and probably isn't the right word to use for that because I don't really know what the sweet part of that would be. But it just really made it it's just really made it such an interesting time. But they've chosen a name now. Can't tell you. I can't tell anybody that. And listen, it's crazy how many people lately have been just telling me stuff. I don't know what about me looks trustworthy or whatever, which I don't tell people's business. I mean, there's even friends that I don't talk to anymore that if you happen to listen to this and we don't talk anymore and we used to be best friends or whatever, hey, your secrets are still safe with me. Like, I don't make it a point to be out here telling people's business. But there's just been a lot of people randomly lately that have just told me stuff that have been like, don't tell so and so or this, that, and the other, which I don't, but I'm just like, okay, I'm glad you just trust me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not them gossiping or whatever. Let me just clarify that. But the crazy thing is that, yeah, they have a name. I love the name. Love, love, love the name. Can't tell y'all the name. Can't tell nobody. But it's crazy. And so the house that we're in is just like the perfect setup for a new addition coming in, and we're kind of switching things around as far as like where her room is going to be and all that stuff, because I've told Kayliana, like, I've told them really before anything, I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to leave my house at some point in life. You know what I'm saying? And I will do what I can to help equip you to get there. But especially with her, like, I know there are like goals that she wants to pursue and stuff like that. And I want her to be able to do that. And so it's kind of like, don't be in a rush to like go out there and pay all these bills. Like, you're still young, you know what I mean? And I want you to do what you can do or what you want to do or what you feel like you need to do or whatever, so that you can, like, whenever you leave here, y'all will go into a good situation. Like, I went through a lot becoming a mom at a young age and have struggled in many different ways over the years. And so what I love about this whole situation is I'm just really seeing a lot of redemption with the way that things went when I became a mom at 19, and she's not 19, she's older than I was, but still, like, I'm just seeing a lot of redemption by the way that I'm responding to this, just even the support she has from other people. Like, she's even said, like, I feel really sorry for the people who don't have a supportive boyfriend or don't have a supportive like parents or just whatever. She was like, because I really can't relate to that, because while yes, her dad is gone, I just really see the Lord just pouring out so much love and support to her through just the community of people that we know, that we've known for years. And like, I love that for her. You know what I'm saying? And then me, I've said, like, no, you can't live with me forever. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, let's not rush. If you want to and you feel like you're ready, sure. Like, I'm not trying to not allow my kids to grow up, clearly, because Janae has already moved out. You know what I'm saying? And she's the youngest. But, it's like, now that y'all have a child, there are different things to consider. Like, are y'all going to do daycare? What is that going to look like? And, whatever. And I even love just how supportive I see her boyfriend being, as he's, and I joke about this a lot with her, but like, she is a different person with these pregnancy hormones. And so, like, the girl or woman or whatever, because she was already an adult when they started dating, that he's been with for a few years, the pregnant her is not that person. And just the care and the patience, as you should be like that towards your girlfriend or wife or whatever, when they're growing an entire human. You know what I'm saying? You should be that way. But I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, seeing her get that, I love that. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's what the big thing that's everything is changing, y'all. Like, it's crazy, it's exciting, it's wild to, like, whenever I say it out loud, like, I'm gonna be a grandma. And maybe I'm not a fan of the word grandma, or I don't know. I'm gonna be a nana though. I don't know why. I like that better. And also my Nana, who passed away a few years ago. So on my mom's side, I call my grandma Granny. On my stepdad, let me clarify, because I know I talk about my bio dad on here, but on my stepdad's side, who raised me, I called his mom Nana, and she passed away a few years ago. And I always had like fond memories of her. And it's not like I have negative memories of my granny, like I don't, but I don't know. For whatever reason, I just really like Nana. So that is, yeah, I'm going to be a Nana, y'all. That is crazy. It's crazy also because people just don't even think I look old enough to have a 19, 21, and 23-year-old, let alone the next generation is coming. But you know what I'm saying? He's coming. And pause. End of November, he will be here. You know what I'm saying? So that's all we're going to talk about today. It's so funny how I thought I didn't know what I wanted to talk about, and we was just going to see what happens, and we see what happens. Y'all finally know the thing that I have been holding back. I don't have it. Well, I ain't going to say I don't have any other secrets. I don't tell y'all like every little thing, but usually, major things I will talk about on here. So that is all I have for y'all this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I always say, make sure you take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Be healthy in your relationships, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Ladies and gents, this concludes transmission. Tune in next time for a whole new edition. Another adventure and mission to share, be heard, and clarify the vision of this whole new world for